Hey guys, so I am making a little video today to talk all about discovering your soul's purpose. So this is a biggie and obviously can't be covered in a 5-minute video, but I do want to touch upon a couple of things because this is a question that I get asked a lot by clients, by all of you on Instagram and throughout my social media platforms, on my email list. I often get messages asking, hey, I see you talk all the time about your soul's purpose and a mission and having a really clarity around why you're here and what you're here to do. And I don't feel like I know at all what I'm here to do, what my purpose is. And that is definitely something that I felt. I felt totally lost in my mid-20s. I really didn't understand why I was here. And something that I very deeply struggled with was this existential crisis of, why is my soul here? What the fuck am I supposed to be doing right now? And why does it feel like I'm not doing what I'm meant to be doing? Why does everything in my life just feel totally unaligned? So I had to do a lot of soul searching. And the way that I really discovered my purpose was I journaled a lot about my entire life story. So I went back to as early as I could remember, and I created a narrative of myself based on my experiences. And I really explored how these different things I went through during different stages of my life affected me, how I felt, what new thoughts popped up, what beliefs were created. And I really had to dig into what have I gone through in my life, what has been meaningful or had a major impact on me, and what are the things also on the other side that have brought me joy and pleasure and happiness and flow and ease, and when have I found moments of ease and joy. And so those are also indications of where your soul is meant to be. And so I really looked at my life and I had gone through a series of really difficult, emotionally difficult and psychologically difficult situations. And because of that, I developed certain trauma responses that affected my abilities to make decisions moving forward, which put me in other situations that caused me great harm. And through this narrative, I was also the person that everybody leans on. I love giving people support. I love supporting my friends, my family. I, for some reason, always have great advice or know what to say, and I've always been told that that's something that people come to me for. And so I feel at my happiest and in my most flow when I'm being of service to someone else's healing and growth. And it really took me analyzing my entire life story to put together the pieces of, wow, I've gone through so many things that have given me compassion and empathy and a depth of understanding the human condition that I don't know that everybody's had that experience. And I think very differently and I see people very differently. And then on the other hand, I've also had this natural ability to really listen and connect and understand and validate the human experience of everybody I meet. And so with those two combined, I kind of recognized that through my own journey of dealing with my own pain and my own healing, and then using the gifts that I know I have innately, counseling, psychology, therapy, coaching, all of those in that realm of healing and working with other people individually really became where I felt my soul's purpose was. And as I dove into learning how to be a therapist and going to get my master's degree and later my doctoral degree, which I'm working on now, I've really come to learn that, in fact, my soul's purpose is not to be a therapist or a psychologist, and that it is to be in this space of spiritual life coaching and business coaching for light workers and healers to pump you guys up so you can serve the world and amplify the healing mission that we all have. So I did not come to that conclusion quickly. I came to that conclusion after a really deep, hard look and sometimes very painful look at my entire experience. So I recommend go into your journal, start from as early as you can remember, and really look at what it was like at home. What was your relationship with your family like, with your siblings? How did it feel? What was the environment like? And what beliefs did you kind of gain from your relationships in that environment? Were you kind of told that you were too loud or too noisy, or that you weren't smart enough, or that nothing you did was good enough, or so what were the messages that you received that you've internalized and kind of now, without questioning them, have believed and bought into? Look at your educational experience. We spend so much time, if we're not homeschooled, we're spent so much time in school growing up. I mean, 8 hours plus if you're staying for activities or things like that, if that's available to you. So think about your school experience. Did you get bullied? Were you popular? Did you have friends? Did you feel anxious? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Analyze that whole experience and what that was like for you. Was there something that you loved? Did you really feel drawn to a certain subject? Or did you really find flow when you were doing a music class, when you were singing or you were playing piano or an instrument or whatever it is? And think about that. Then you're going to want to think about relationships. So go through your history of significant relationships and what were those, each one of those like? How did you feel? And what are the messages or beliefs you gained from those experiences? And then I really recommend either doing this on your own if you feel you have the tools and resources to kind of buffer the painfulness of it. But I do also recommend seeking someone who is trauma-informed to help you make sense of it. But if you have any traumatic experiences that you've gone through, also take a look at that and be really, really gentle. If it starts to feel very activating, step away. That's when you know you probably need someone to help you walk through that so that you don't feel so alone. And that's an amazing experience as well. But some people are able to really look at their traumas and work through them on their own. So if that's you and you don't feel overwhelmed by that kind of work, then please look at this stuff, because everything that you've gone through in your life has formed a belief system that you probably haven't questioned. And so with all of this, you can go through your entire life narrative, pick out where were the meaningful moments, what were the lessons you've learned, what are the things, and the things that you've picked up along the way, and what were the things that brought you joy and made you feel in flow and felt really easy and felt really right and aligned. And you know what that feels like. It feels like something in here. It feels like you're grounded. It feels like alignment, feels like, yes, this is right. This is me. As weird as it looks to anybody else, it doesn't matter, but this feels good. Like for me, I had a reptile birthday party as a girl in the 90s, which was very weird when I was like in 6th grade or something like that, or 5th grade, because I loved reptiles. That felt so aligned. That felt so me, even if other people were like, why is this girl having a like museum reptile party? Shouldn't she be playing with Barbies? So like take a look at all of those things that really made you feel like, yes, this feels like very me, and write all of it down. And from there, you'll be able to kind of get a sense of, I feel pulled in a direction, and just follow that with your intuition. You'll feel pulled. You're like, this idea came up and this idea came up, and maybe I could do this, and I like to do this, and I have these natural skills, and I have this experience, so maybe I can create something that doesn't exist yet. So it's not really always about finding the soul's purpose that fits into a mission or somebody else's business or something that exists already. It really is discovering what it is for you personally that you feel called to bring into the world. And so what I encourage you to do is take this sacred time, take a few weeks, start it in little chunks, really go through everything that you can remember, and put together the story of your life and put together the story of you. And from there, you're going to be super clear on where your soul's purpose is going and what it's supposed to be doing and what you're here for. And you'll be able to then move forward in your business and create something that is unique to what you are looking to do. So I hope this was helpful in talking about discovering your soul's purpose or your dharma. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, or if you know what your soul's purpose is, drop it. I want to hear it. Let's talk about it.